Hello. You're listening to the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, Shannon Sharpe issues an apology for his horrible analysis of Jalen Hurts. Look, guys, as a Raven fan, I can't say I'm not a little jealous. It's not of like I'm not proud, because I'm very proud that Jalen Hurts was able to accomplish this. I'm very happy for him. Everyone that watches this channel, you know I wanted him to win. I was rooting for them to win once the Ravens got knocked out. And I've always said that he's the second most disrespected quarterback in the entire NFL. But it made me feel a little jealous. You know why I felt a little jealous? I felt a little jealous because I want that for Lamar, right? I want that for the Baltimore Ravens. To finally win, get that monkey off your back, and have these guys, these commentators, analysts, have to sit down and say, my bad. I was wrong. You're amazing. You played amazing. You shut me up. God was on your side. Oh, if God's on your side, what side am I on? Yo! To see them saying those things. I want that for Lamar and the Ravens. Happy for Jalen. I am totally happy. Boy, do I wish that it was us winning that title. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video and audio of what Shannon Sharpe had to say on First Take, and then we're going to break it down the right. So without further ado, let's go see what Mr. Shay had to say about Jalen's big game day.
To what you just heard from Jalen and just everything that transpired last night.
Well, I mean, he should be proud. I mean, there have been a lot of naysayers and doubters, and I was one of those guys that said I didn't think they could win if Saquon Barkley got bottled up. I thought he would need to be more proficient at throwing the football than what he was last night. But they threw when they wanted to. They ran when they wanted to. They were able to dictate everything on offense, defense, special teams. There was not one area of the game that they did not dictate.
I'm going to say this. He's wrong and he's lying there. I won't say he's lying, I'm saying he's wrong. They did not dictate the run. They kept trying to establish the run, and they were running into a brick wall. Saquon Barkley had 25 rushing attempts for like 52 yards. Yeah, they weren't getting nothing. He was averaging like 2.6 yards per carry. He was going nowhere. He had one, and out of that, he had one big carry for, I believe, like 11 yards. That is it. So they weren't dictating the run game. It was just Jalen being amazing. But I'll let him continue.
And so when you can do that, Stephen A., did you know this? There have been 6 teams in Super Bowl history to not blitz a single snap.
No.
All 6 teams have won.
That's right.
When you can get that kind of pressure, they wasn't Patrick Mahomes. They forced Patrick Mahomes to play his worst game as a professional. And I thought early on, I tweeted, I say this game has the eerily similar feel to Tampa, Kansas City a few years back.
Right.
They couldn't run the ball. They didn't try to establish the run. And so now the defensive linemen get to pin their ears back and go attack Patrick Mahomes. But Jalen Hurts was great. He got a little errant. Spags heated him up early in the game. He got a little errant with a throw and he got picked off. Other than that, he was flawless. He led both teams in rushing. He threw the ball exceptionally well, got one tucked back with A.J. Brown's push-off. But Jalen Hurts, if you just go back and look at him, all he does is win.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, the problem is that he doesn't win a lot of times the way we want him to.
Right.
Yep.
Why don't you throw for 355 like everybody else does? No. Why can't you have a 4-touchdown passing game like everybody else does? If you go back and study him at Alabama, you go back and look at him at Oklahoma, all he does is win, Stephen A. And it might not be the prettiest,
right,
but it's effective. Man, Jalen Hurts has a lot to be proud about. He shut a lot of people up. And so now, when we assess quarterbacks coming into the 2025 season, I wonder where they're going to have Jalen Hurts, because they keep telling me all these quarterbacks that throw for a ton of yards are better than him. All I know is
Burrow, Tua,
the last 3 years,
Herbert.
he's been in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And he did something only a handful of quarterbacks has ever done, beat Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game.
Listen, guys, the reason why I want to make sure I pivot and show you how I'm going to use this. Because you hear what he said there? How 6 teams in NFL history never blitzed. They could just get after the quarterback with 4 guys, and every single one of those teams won the Super Bowl. There's a reason. Because once again, a quarterback needs a clean pocket to effectively operate as a passer. That's not conjecture. That is fact. It's already been proven. The Ravens' O-line has been terrible. Not even serviceable. They've been terrible. Terrible enough for you to ask yourself, why? Like, why and how are these guys on the field? So did Jalen Hurts play amazing? Yes. Did he deserve all the accolades? Yes. And do you have to throw for 500 yards to be the best quarterback and one of the tops? No, you don't. That's why you had Josh Allen and other quarterbacks copy the tush push from him. Jalen Hurts represents a player that was doubted, often mismaligned or against people, against being able to play QB, and then having success, all while the same people are laughing in his face, that are now smiling in his face, now congratulating him. Imagine how that must feel. We see it in movies and stuff like that where you watch guys, you're back, like the bullies and everything else, and they're the ones applauding. You remember, like, what's his name, Flash from Spider-Man? He used to bully and beat him up. And then when he got his powers, there's a couple times where Peter would do something and everyone would clap for him, and you know what I'm saying? Or Peter would save the day, and then Flash was those guys like, it's like, bro, you've been bullying me and giving me you know what for years. Why would I want you in my face now? But that's why I try to tell people. That's why I keep saying that people got to come to the realization that there's multiple ways to skin a cat. What works for one team might not work for your team. But one thing I will say is this. Philly has shown us the blueprint. And that's why I can never get over the fact that we wasted Lamar Jackson's rookie contract. Because this is how you build a team. You kept tight-roping around the conversation and saying, let's build a powerhouse. Because I keep trying to tell people, they did not see Lamar Jackson for what he became. They did not. They didn't think he could do it. Now you're hearing them say, we want him to be the best quarterback of all time and greatest of all time, stuff like that. Because he's proven that he could be that. He's put on full display that, oh my God, like he's not just a great athlete, the man is one of the greatest players we've ever seen. Imagine if the Ravens would have already built a comparable team around Lamar. That means a solid defense, doesn't have to be the best defense, but a solid defense that can take away the ball, makes the most of the opportunities, and an offensive line that can protect him and can properly run block. Imagine what we would do. Imagine what Lamar would do with that. But people are so caught up in this, let's just hate 8. Let's blame 8. Everybody, it's about the quarterback. And once again, you see, when a team takes away the run, or when a team decides that they're not going to establish the run, how bad some of these quarterbacks can look. Look how bad Patrick Mahomes looked in this game. He didn't look bad. He looked horrible. The man had 34 passing yards at the half. 2 touchdowns, 1 for a pick 6. You already trying to tell me he's like the best player in the league? And that's not his first outing like that. That's his second outing like that. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. Raven fans need to wake up, realize that we got to make the team from the inside out. You already got the quarterback. You literally got the hardest piece locked. It's time to get the other pieces. Heck, you need 4 safeties for. Ridiculous. But once again, I just love how you're seeing everybody having to apologize, having to pivot, having to say I was wrong, having to call it out like, man, I really didn't look at this properly. You heard how Shannon Sharpe even said that? Oh, all the tape shows that he wins. Y'all been at that tape, and y'all didn't give him no love. You been at that tape, and you still disrespected him. You've been at that tape and didn't believe in him. So what does the tape have to do with it now? But I will say this. And this is not a hate Shannon Sharpe party, because I've been respecting his viewpoint more and more, because he has become more and more balanced, fair. You understand where I'm coming from? It wasn't a let's just hate on this guy. It was a I'm going to hold these other guys to that same standard. And once he started doing that, I was like, okay, I can flex with you. Cincinnati fans hate Shannon Sharpe. Hate him. Because they started saying, well, if we think Joe Burrow is better than Lamar, then why are we not grading Joe Burrow at the level we graded Lamar? And they were like, boo! Crazy. Nasty work. Nasty work. But what do you guys think? Do you think finally that this is the secret to building a great team that the Ravens need to copy? Or do you think, look, we'll just keep doing what we need to do. We'll do it our way, and we'll find out and figure out a way. As long as Lamar plays perfect, we'll be fine. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please, all right? But as always, that's episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching, and how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about, we're doing what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. If you've not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try, let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's through a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is $money, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.